How's it going, everybody? Clayton here at etrailer.com. Here at eTrailer, we install, test, and review a lot of different products to help you as a customer make a more educated decision before your purchase. Today, we're going to be working on a 2021 Mazda CX-5. We're going to be taking a look at, and I'll be walking you through how to install the eTrailer Class 3 trailer hitch receiver.
Adding a hitch to your CX-5 is going to be a huge upgrade. We're going to be able to take all of our toys with us, whether that be a bike, some cargo, or to even tow a trailer. This 2-inch by 2-inch receiver tube opening is going to play well with a lot of different accessories, making it easier to select a cargo carrier, a bike rack, or a ball mount. The only part that's going to be visible is our receiver tube, so you're not going to see the big cross tube hanging down underneath of our fascia, so it's going to look nice and factory while keeping its sporty look. Our hitch is going to be a steel construction, so it's going to hold up really well for a long time. It has a nice black powder coat finish to help resist rust and corrosion, so it's going to work well and look well for a really long time. And we do have that 2-inch by 2-inch receiver tube opening. Like I said, that's going to play well with most accessories. We are going to have a standard 5/8" pinhole. You do want to keep in mind, a pin and clip do not come included with this kit, but you can find one here at eTrailer. Then we do have the rolled style safety chain loops. Those look really nice while also playing well with all different kinds of safety chains. So you're not going to have to worry about changing out your safety chains on your trailer. I'll get you a couple measurements to help you understand where this hitch is going to sit on your CX-5. From the ground to the upper part of our receiver tube, we're looking right at 13 inches, and this number is important for ground clearance and to know if your ball needs to be in a raised or lowered position. And from the center of our pinhole to the outermost part of our fascia, we're looking right at 3 inches, and this number is very important for any folding accessories you might have, that way they're not making contact with your rear bumper. And as far as our weight capacities are concerned, we are going to have a 4,000-pound towing capacity. You do want to keep in mind that's the weight of the trailer and the load included on the trailer. And as far as our tongue weight rating, that rating is going to be 600 pounds. It's going to be 600 pounds pushing straight down on our receiver tube. Now, in my personal opinion, this is an awesome trailer hitch. Like I said, the only thing that's going to be visible is the receiver tube, and the nice matte black powder coat finish is going to match our rear bumper here, so it's going to look nice and factory. With that being said, in terms of installation, getting it installed isn't bad at all. We didn't have to do any drilling, cutting, or trimming, and there's no welding. With that being said, I'll go ahead and show you how to get it installed now. To start our installation, we're going to have a plastic underbody panel right here at the back of our fascia. It's going to be secured with 2 plastic push pins, one on each side. We're going to go ahead and remove those. To do so, we're going to grab a small flat blade screwdriver, kind of come into this tab. We'll just twist that, and then we can take our trim panel tool and just pull that out. We'll repeat that same process on the other side. Our plastic panel is now loose. There are a couple tabs that just secure it. So we just want to grab a small flat blade screwdriver, kind of pull down on those tabs, releasing our panel. We can set this off to the side. It will not be reinstalled. Now we want to come up to the side of our frame rail. We're going to have this electrical harness. We're going to take our trim panel tool, kind of go under that clip, and just pry that off to the side. Just like so. We'll repeat that same process on the other side. So our instructions actually tell us to lower our exhaust a little bit later, but it's going to be a lot easier to get to those holes in our frame rail right now if we lower our exhaust earlier. We're going to support our exhaust with a cam buckle strap. You can find those here at etrailer.com. We're just going to run that between our coils on our suspension, just looping it on each side, and then tightening it down against our exhaust. And before we remove our isolators, we do want to spray that down with some spray lubricant. This is just going to help make those hangers come off a whole lot easier. We are going to have 2 hangers on each side. Now to remove our isolators, we just want to grab a pry bar, kind of pry against our muffler so we get those isolators moving. We'll repeat that same process for our remaining hangers. Now with all of our isolators removed, we can let a little bit of tension out of our cam buckle strap to give us a little bit more room to work. And then working on the back of our frame rail, we're going to have some tape covering our weld nuts. We just want to grab a small flat blade screwdriver, kind of scrape that tape off. And our next hole is going to be up here by our subframe mount. We just want to grab our screwdriver,
kind of pry that tape off. We're going to have 2 more on the passenger side, so we'll repeat that same process. We're now ready to fish wire our hardware. We're going to be using our rearmost holes on each side. We just want to take the coiled end of our fish wire, put that through, then bring it out to the bottom. And then on the coiled end of our fish wire, we're going to add our spacer block and our carriage bolt. You do want to make sure to hold on to this, that way it doesn't drop through the frame. And we can just take our spacer block, push that up into our frame rail, along with our carriage bolt, and then pull it out. And we actually need to push that back into the frame rail so we can lift our hitch up, but we'll repeat that same process on the other side. Before raising our hitch into position, we need to tape our flat washers to the inside channel here on our hitch. We're just going to use some blue painter's tape to do so. We'll just place our washer in the middle of our tape. We'll just line that up with the hole in our hitch. We can just use a knife to clean out that hole. We can repeat that same process for our 3 remaining holes. Now with an extra set of hands, we're ready to lift our hitch into position. Now we just want to get our pull wire through the hole in our hitch, just like so. We can grab our pull wire off of there. We'll grab our flange nut and get it started. We'll do this on both sides. For our hardware and our weld nuts, we're going to be using our conical tooth washer with our provided bolt. You want the teeth facing up and towards the hitch. We now grab our bolt, slide it into the side of our hitch, and get it started in our weld nut. You might have to wiggle the hitch a little bit to help that hole line up. We now want to grab a 19mm socket and wrench and just tighten that down. We'll do this for all of our hardware. Before we torque down our hardware, we want to make sure to push our wiring back into its desired location on each side. We now just want to come back and torque everything down to the amount specified in our instructions. We're now ready to lift our hitch back up and slide it onto our hangers. We now just want to remove our cam buckle strap. With everything tightened and torqued down and our muffler hung back up, we're ready to hit the road. That's going to do it for our look at and our installation of the eTrailer Class 3 Trailer Hitch Receiver on our 2021 Mazda CX-5.